We're now joined in studio by Naama Issachar's sister, Liad Goldberg. Thank you for being with us, Liad. I am sure that you're consumed with worry and concern and fear for your sister. When was the last time you had any contact with her? What's the latest?
My mom saw her on Monday at the prison. She can only see her twice a month. And my sister is very distraught, we worry for her mental and emotional well-being because she just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
So your mom has now gone to Russia to visit her in the prison over there, where she's been sentenced to 7.5 years in prison?
7.5 years. My mom has been there for the duration of 6 months, which my sister has also been in prison for the last 6 months.
All right. Now, your family feels that this sentence is disproportionate considering the crime.
100%.
And that this is part of a big international ploy for some kind of diplomatic prisoner exchange. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, we found out that they want to exchange her for Alexei Burkov, which is a mastermind Russian criminal. And we believe that she's being held as a political pawn because the punishment does not fit the crime whatsoever. If you've been following the story, you know that she was not smuggling drugs into Russia. She had no intention of ever entering Russia. And we are waiting to hear back from the Israeli government on what the next process will be.
Before we get to the Israeli government, let's focus on exactly what the charges are. What are the Russians saying? That she carried marijuana with her? Has she confirmed that that was the case?
My sister did take responsibility for a possession charge, but she pled not guilty to smuggling.
Right.
And the smuggling charge was, it was upgraded from possession after 1 month of her being there, and 1 month is normally the sentence for possession.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden,
now it's 7.5 years.
And for what, a few grams of marijuana?
9 grams.
9 grams of marijuana.
That's it. It's this much.
9 grams of marijuana, 7.5 years in prison. You mentioned the Israeli government. We do know that Prime Minister Netanyahu has officially requested a pardon from Putin. Now, the Israelis, they're in a hard place because they have an extradition treatment with the United States. So it's hard for the Israeli government to now break that extradition treatment and hand over that suspected cyber criminal that the Russians want. It's important to point out, though, that your sister has dual citizenship. She's also American. She was born in New Jersey. What are the Americans doing about this?
We don't know. We haven't heard from the American government yet, and I'm trying to reach somebody in the White House or the State Department that can help us, because now it is a geopolitical thing, and if Israel can only do so much if Burkov is going to be extradited to the U.S. So we need the American government to get involved. We need more power and more help, because she is an Israeli-American citizen. So one of these countries has to fight for her to come home, one or the other.
Well, we know that diplomatically, as we said, Netanyahu has put a formal pardon request in with Putin. When you say you've tried to contact the State Department, expand on that. Who have you reached out to? What are you doing? What kind of response are you getting or not getting?
We are currently reaching out to the Congressman of New Jersey. We are still waiting. It's still very early process in trying to reach the state, because we've mainly been focused on the Israeli government and having them help us. But now we need a plan B because they are set to extradite Burkov. So we know that we're going to need more power. We're very grateful to Mr. Netanyahu and the president of Israel, who has also put in a formal request. But what if it's not enough? What if Putin doesn't say yes? We're still waiting on a response from Russia. We haven't heard anything back, and we need more help. We need more backing to get my sister home, because she really, really does deserve to be home.
I'm sure. I mean, she's a 26-year-old woman.
She just turned 26 in prison 2 weeks ago. She's a yoga teacher. She's just beginning her life. She doesn't deserve to be in jail for nearly 8 years. She's not a criminal. She has paid the price for the mistake that she has made, and it's truly tragic to take away the life of such a beautiful young woman.
I can imagine that this is obviously very painful, very difficult for you, and I can see that you're rallying as much support as possible.
Yes.
You're trying to get awareness. And you also have a big protest planned outside the Russian consulate?
We do. We have a protest happening tomorrow outside of the Russian consulate on 91st Street on the east side. It's going to be from 1 to 3 p.m. It is a peaceful protest. We just want to get together in solidarity for my sister to bring more awareness to her story, because this could be anyone's daughter. This could be anyone's sister. My sister is 1 in a million, and she just happened to be singled out and was in the wrong place in the wrong time under the wrong people.
Right.
And it's going to be simultaneously happening with a protest in Tel Aviv.
Has she told you about how she's being treated in the Russian prison?
I mean, it's a prison. She's not she's not in any physical danger or anything like that, but she has been forced, to learn the language because nobody speaks English. The first couple of months were very, very hard on her when she was in the detention center in Moscow.
I can imagine.
But
I can imagine it's a terrifying ordeal for her, and certainly a horrible ordeal for the family to go through. So good luck with all of your efforts in trying to get your sister freed.
Thank you.
All right, Liad Goldberg, thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.